So, I wanted to do an extra video. So here are my top 5 favorite Scooby-Doo shows. And I will do a top 5 least favorite Scooby-Doo shows at some point. But here we go. Top favorite Scooby-Doo shows. And at number 5 is Be Cool Scooby-Doo. I don't think people really like this show, but I do have fun with it. I kind of grew up with this show when it first came out, like almost 6 years ago, back in 2015. I just remember it being just fun, and I thought the mysteries were okay. I actually liked Kate Micucci in this show, and this is really the only place I like her Velma. She is kind of snarky, kind of a smarty pants, you know, and it just works because this show is just quirky and just funny. And the chase songs are pretty good. I like chase songs in each episode. Although, let me say this. I think people don't like this show because it comes after Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated. One of the most intellectual, darkest, most serious Scooby-Doo shows ever. And I kind of get it. Because because Be Cool Scooby-Doo is silly. It's kind of quirky. So I do get that, but I just have fun with it. My number 4 favorite Scooby-Doo show is A Pup Named Scooby-Doo. I love the chase songs in it, and how it ties in with the monster. The monsters are pretty cool, because you got the Were-Do, you have the cheese monster, the sludge monster from the Earth's core. It's just funny. This is also kind of quirky, like Be Cool Scooby-Doo, but this is fun. Oh, and I guess another kind of negative for people for Be Cool Scooby-Doo is that the gang looks weird. I can kind of get that, but I don't really care. But still, on to A Pup Named Scooby-Doo. The monsters, like I said, are great. You have the ghost of Buster McMauler. I don't know. You have the rock and roll ghost. You have the alien. The mysteries are pretty good. This is just quirky, fun shows and episodes. So just fun. My number 3 favorite Scooby-Doo show is controversial because it's Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? The original show. The show that started it all. So, this show is a good show because, I mean, it already beats out like 12 other Scooby-Doo series, or like at least 10 other Scooby-Doo series. So I'm not saying it's bad. The monsters are iconic for Scooby-Doo. You got the Black Knight Ghost, you got the zombie, you got the witch, you got the snow ghost. And it is fun to watch again after all these years. It's still fun to watch. I do still watch it today. Let's see. If there's not anything wrong with it, but this show doesn't have as much as what I like to have in it, because at least for season 1, it's missing chase songs. It has chase songs in season 2, and they are good, and I do like them. But you know, it's just, for that season 1, it's still good, but it is, for me personally, missing chase songs. And now I know this was made about 50 years ago, back in 1969, and it is old, and it is kind of lower budget, but there are some mistakes, animation mistakes, in the show. That's not the fault of the show at all. It's just something that I can notice. So, and the animation clearly looks low budget, but it's still good. And I'm still saying this is a good show. Just, I'm trying to put out some thoughts of why it's at number 3 so that people aren't mad at me. But that's my number 3 favorite Scooby-Doo show. But my number 2 favorite Scooby-Doo show is What's New Scooby-Doo? This is just more modern. It has one of my favorite casts, because you have Casey Kasem, Frank Welker, Greg Griffin, and Mindy Cohn. Probably my favorite cast for the gang. It's just like a modern version of the old show. The animation looks better. The monsters are cool. The mysteries are fun. And it has chase songs throughout the entire show. That's just something I like. So just some slight things of why it's above Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? But, yeah, What's New Scooby-Doo is my second favorite Scooby-Doo show. But my number 1 favorite Scooby-Doo show is Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated. This is by far my favorite show. This is technically the best show, and this still is my favorite, because the monsters are great, they're intimidating, they're awesome. Dead Justice, Crybaby Clown. It has, for the gang, Matthew Lillard, Frank Welker, Mindy Cohn, and Greg Griffin as the gang. Probably my favorite cast for the gang. And it also, this takes the Scooby-Doo concept into a different, it takes it in a different direction, because it still has the one-episode mysteries for the first season and even in the second season, but it adds a convoluted story, and it gives you a reason to keep watching the show and to keep coming back to it at the time, back in 2010, to keep watching each episode of how the mystery unfolds. And I do like to binge watch Mystery Incorporated, but even aside from binge watching it, there are certain episodes that I do still like to watch. Like the Dead Justice episode, like the Crybaby Clown episode, like the first episode. You know, there are just... So this can be a show where you can binge watch the entire thing. It's better if you watch it like that. But it's also a show where you can pick out your favorite episodes. And it's still fun to watch. You'd probably be missing some stuff, like you probably can't watch episode 26 without watching the other 25 episodes, and it's probably not going to make sense, but, you know, if you watch, like, the Dead Justice episode or the first episode, you can still watch them on your own, and it's still fun to watch. So an intriguing episode-to-episode storyline, great monsters, great cast, overall great story. Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated comes in as my number 1 favorite Scooby-Doo show. Thanks for watching.